Hi guys, it's Tim with InflatableOffice and Event Office, and I wanted to do a little announcement today of some new stuff that we're releasing. Mostly just going to talk about one thing today, and that is optional fields. And that doesn't maybe sound too exciting to you, but let me tell you, there's a lot that you can do with these optional fields. And we've had optional fields for a while, and you've been able to put them on your website so that customers can fill some of that information in that you care about, maybe like number of stairs or other things that are significant to your company. But we've also had those available then when you're viewing the leads that come in and the different quotes and jobs that you're doing. But we've had a lot of requests over the years to improve optional fields, and now that we have our Office upgrade out and ready to go, and we built an architecture that allows us to do a lot of really cool things, we've been able to basically do just that, improve our optional fields. So you can see here, first thing you're noticing here is we are starting to use some colors to show you active versus inactive things that are in this list here. But what I want to show you is some of the new stuff that you can do here. So you can actually specify a page or an entity and a section. So let's take a look here. So in this case, I may want to make an optional field that says, repeat customer. I'm building something here for you that you're going to like, I think. And in this, mostly I would probably make that a checkbox, but I could do small text, which is going to be something like this field here. Or I could do large text, which is going to be something like this field here. I could do a date field, which gives us a date picker. A select field, which is like the field I'm on right now. A note field is a new one that we added, and that's special, and that's primarily for like leads page where you have notes, or even customers, or also in the inventory you have different areas where we have notes. And what it does is it tells our system to kind of group it together with other like fields, so they're together. And then same thing with the phone number field. What that does is it groups the phone numbers together as long as you place them in the same section. So you wouldn't want to have one phone number for a customer at the bottom somewhere in another section. You'd want them all together. So I'm sure we'll be doing some more things like that too. So this is the leads one that we've all been familiar with for a while now. We also have the customers option, where you can display on leads and customers page. So basically what that tells the system is we want to see, it's a customer, most likely a customer specific field that we want not only to show in the customers area, which is up here, right in the customers area, but we'd also want it to show in the customers area when we're looking at the lead. So that's what it tells us. We can just do specifically on the customers page. We can do the inventory, and we can do the workers area. So those are the different options for where we want to display and what the optional field would mean. It'd be related to one of those different things. So you can see that once you choose a page or an entity, you can also choose a section. So these are the different sections that you can have it show up on. Now, one of the differences here is the leads. We don't allow you to choose a section on that. The page is really busy. So we don't allow that, but we do when you're doing leads customers, it does show you the sections in the customer profile that you might want to put it on as well. So so those are some of the new things that we've added in here. Now I want to show you what you can kind of do with some of these things. So in this case, I would say I'm either going to use the customers or the leads customers. Maybe lead customer is the right place to do it, but if I'm going to say repeat customer, I'm going to make it a checkbox. The other thing I can also do is I can automatically apply a coupon or a special or something like that. So in this case, maybe I want all my repeat customers to get 10% off. So what I can actually do is save this so that they get 10% off. And then the next time that I'm creating a lead for them, that is automatically going to apply. And I guess I'll just show you a little bit here of how that's going to look in the customers area. If we go to the customer profile, we'll see that we put it in the customer section, and we have right here repeat customer. So I can choose yes if that's a repeat customer or not. In the leads area, I think I said I'd apply it to both. let's go ahead and look at a test lead here. And if we go down to customer section, we see we can indicate it's a repeat customer here as well. And again, we don't have to show it in this screen if you don't want. You just choose that option. So that's a really cool thing that we actually accidentally figured out that would work when we were building this. Um, but there's a whole host of things that you can now do. So like if I were going to do some fields for customers, maybe I would want to include a salutation, are you Mr. or Mrs., Miss, or whatever, or possibly I would want to have fields for their children names and maybe even those children's birthdays. And by doing those sort of things, I could then build a filter that would send out maybe certain emails uh, keyed off of those birth dates so that they were getting, reminded that, we're here for them when it's their birthday. The other thing that we can do is if we're working through our workers, on our workers, we could add a bunch of additional data as well. We might want to store data such as a hire date or a birthday, or maybe a license plate if your parking's limited and you're kind of trying to keep track of that. Maybe a gender, if you want to store gender for maybe some of your employment information. All that stuff you can now build and put in here and keep track of. And again, I don't know that our filtering and reporting is completely extended to use all of these, but that's where we're going with it. And if it isn't, and you notice in a spot where it's not, we'll quickly add that for you. So, but let's look at inventory, because inventory I think is one of the more exciting parts about being able to do custom fields, because I know a lot of people have been asking for inventory for a while. So for inventory, we've actually given you the option to turn on alt tags. So we all are integrating with WordPress here at InflatableOffice and EventOffice, and you can now specify your own alt tags. You can see that we put in an alt tag for you by default, and it shows you what that default description is. But if you want to override that for any of these images, all you got to do is turn on those alt tags and then override it. And those exist in optional fields. They're kind of preloaded, so we have some special ones in here. I think it's called right here, rental image descriptions. So you can turn these on or off as you wish. Some of these special ones, they don't give you as many other options. And again, all of these different things are capable of being used in templates and variables by the use of variables. And here's an example of a variable of one of the ones that we've created. So you can make any of your documents pull that data across. We're also adding the ability for meta tags and videos that you can add into your inventory. So the WordPress side of this is not quite there, but it is on its way. It should be done very soon. So if you want to start adding in fields for meta tags or for different information, like maybe a website video link that you want to get out there, you can start to do that and customize that WordPress page to your liking for your inventory. And that's probably the primary reason that people have been wanting us to add more fields, is to help beef up their website, but still maintain that ability to synchronize with their account and edit it in one place and not get into the web side of things. Another option that you could do is you could store a warehouse location in here, or possibly links to manuals or links to inspection checklists. Maybe you want to do something with Google Forms and link to inspection checklists, something like that. All that stuff is possible with this release, and it's going to make your templates more dynamic. And you can add these to your templates for your employees to fill out this information and access this information whenever they're doing their jobs. So what looks like a pretty unexciting thing with this optional fields is really quite powerful. And I know you guys are creative, and we know that you're going to come up with a lot of additional things that we haven't even thought of in this video and use for your company to make your company stand out above the rest. And that's really why people choose InflatableOffice and EventOffice. It's because we provide that customization and that ability to be creative to make your company not like the rest of them, not a cookie cutter company, but some company who is unique and able to beat your competition. So anyway, guys, that's optional fields, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'll have some more videos to release here soon about some of the other features that we've actually released. So we'll be showing those videos to you soon and how to use some of those things. You maybe have already found some of those things, but you don't quite know how to use them yet. So we'll get that information out to you. And as always, ask us. Okay? Thanks, guys.